and welcome to the 5th Annual Goldie Awards. Tonight, we will be honoring all of our class of 2019 senior athletes for all of their hard work and dedication to the Seneca athletic programs, as well as our nominees for each award. These young men and women have done a tremendous job of establishing a highly successful athletic program at Seneca. Tonight, we recognize the achievements of a number of individuals in the room, but I want to say congratulations to everyone.
Tonight, each senior athlete will be called up by sport. The senior athletes are to come up as a group on stage and get a group photo with their coach. A few highlights from each team will be up on the screen behind me, as well as the next team to be honored. The next team will line up along the wall as they're getting their photo. Teams will exit to my right, so your left, and then go backstage. Then head down the hallway and back to your seats. We will honor all of our fall senior athletes first, then we'll present a few awards, then the winter sports, and then we'll present a few more awards, and so on. But right now, I'd like to turn it over to our athletic director, Mr. Bauer, to say a few words.
Thank you. It takes an awful lot to put on something like this, and it certainly isn't me, so I'd just like to shout out to our advisors, Mrs. Gerber, Mr. Colombo, and Mr. Melagrana for helping put this on tonight. Thank you guys for Varsity Club advisors. I'd also like to have a special shout out to Goldie, Mr. Vaca, Sean Vaca, who's been Goldie for 2 years now. And Skip Harris, who spends countless hours traveling to our athletic events, taking pictures. Thank you, Skip. It's pretty awesome when you're traveling all over the state and you turn around and there's Skip, down on his knees taking pictures of all of our kids, and a lot of the things you're going to see today are coming from Skip. So thank you, Skip, for doing what you do for our athletic programs. It takes a lot to run an athletic department, and there are two people in this room that really make our athletic department go, and it's not me. I can't do it alone, but these two people really are my right and my left hand, and they are in charge of everything from making sure buses are going to the right place, games are confirmed. If there's issues, they're right there with me dealing with it, and that is Cindy Lee, our administrative assistant. Cindy sitting in the front row. And our assistant athletic director, Miss Kathy Donahue, right next to her. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I also just want to say a quick thank you to our athletic trainers. They do a great job of getting our kids back on the field, so I want to thank them for all the hard work that they do. And last but certainly not least, all of our coaches who are sitting down here to my right. I thank you guys. I know you put, yeah. I think as parents and spectators of athletics in high school, we get to see coaches on game day. But what you don't see is what they do behind the scenes every day. And I'll be here, sometimes at night, and I walk through, and their coaches are sitting at their desks, or sitting at their computer, and they're, looking at film, and they spend a lot of time away from their families. So, guys, I appreciate what you do. You guys do a great job. Thank you. So this year marked the end of a tenure for a couple of our head coaches, and I'm going to call them up here right now. One of them actually was last year. It was at the end of last year, but he didn't get recognized because he didn't get hired as an assistant principal until over the summer, and I don't think he could make it. But one was Mr. Castle, who was a baseball and bowling coach. I don't think Mr. Castle can make it. I'd also like to call up Mr. Colombo, volleyball coach. Come on up, Mr. Colombo. In the back. Mrs. Horner, our girls swim coach. Mrs. Horner. And Miss O'Neill, girls cross country, winter track, spring track. These three fine young people have done great things for our kids over the past couple years. Mr. Colombo was our head girls volleyball coach for the past 5 years. Mrs. Horner was our head girls swimming coach for the past 4 years, and Miss O'Neill has been the head coach for girls cross country for 9 years and winter track for 4 years. And they have put in countless hours of time away from their families to help create and nurture programs here at Seneca High School in which our athletes not only learn their respective sports, but they can grow as young women and become successful both on and off the playing field. Now it is time for Coach Colombo, Coach Horner, and Coach O'Neill to hang up their whistles and focus on different aspects of their lives. So Bob, Bonnie, and Karen, on behalf of the Seneca High School Athletic Department, I thank you guys for your tireless hard work and dedication to the students of our school. There is no doubt in my mind that our volleyball, swimming, cross country, and winter track programs will continue on the path of success because of the road that you have paved for them. You have not only created and maintained successful programs, but also helped to create school culture here at Seneca that will live on for years. Thank you, and best wishes. I have something for you guys. I believe this is in the right order. So the next person I want to recognize tonight, I am really not worthy of recognizing her, so I'm going to bring up two of Seneca's finest seniors that we have here tonight. And I'm going to bring up Olivia Chalupka and Mr. Jonah Mikulski to help me out this evening. Mrs. Donahue is retiring this year. Mrs. Donahue has been part of our athletic program since our doors have opened. You know what? I'm not going to talk about you while you're sitting down there. Come on up, Mrs. Donahue. Mrs. Donahue has been part of our athletic program since Seneca High School opened its doors 16 years ago. She spent the first 10 years as a girls soccer coach and spent the last 6 as our assistant athletic director. Kathy is a huge part of the success of our school. She is leaving behind a huge imprint for our athletic department that will last for many, many years. She is Seneca's biggest cheerleader, biggest coach, and biggest supporter, and will truly be missed next year. Kathy, I thank you for the many years of service to our students, staff, and our community, and I know next year will not be the same without you flying around on the gator out there. I wish you the best of luck in retirement, and on behalf of Seneca High School, we present you with this gift from Olivia and Jonah, and we thank you. All right, I'm almost done. To the seniors. Where's all my seniors out there? You guys here? Seniors out there? All right. That's what I like to hear, guys. All right, guys, it's been a pleasure serving as your athletic director over the past 4 years. But in exactly 11 days, you guys will walk out of Seneca High School for the last time and start another chapter in your life. As you leave the comforts of home, you will be faced with many decisions to make along your journey. Some easy and some difficult. As you face those decisions, I challenge each of you to be uncommon. Being uncommon is a phrase I've heard football coach Tony Dungy and baseball great Cal Ripken talk about quite a bit. Although their approaches of being uncommon are very different, in the middle lie some unique similarities to their messages. So I've quantified the similarities in 4 different challenges for each of you. 1, aim above the mark. An uncommon person will always aim higher. They will choose right over easy, and they know that there's only one way to be the person that they can be. 2, ask why. By asking why, an uncommon person can learn to understand and make sure they're headed in the right direction when they want. Uncommon people also ask, why not? Why can't things be better? Why can't I be better? They don't just ask the questions to hear themselves speak, but they learn from their questions. 3rd, grow your team. It is easy to choose sides, but the uncommon choice is to recognize that we are all in this together and to reach out to others and to go on for the team win rather than the individual win. And lastly, commit to follow through. An uncommon person will be who they say they are and will do what they say they will do. One of the hardest things to do is to commit to something and follow through with an action. An uncommon person doesn't let anything deter them. So seniors, I've had the pleasure of observing many of you act in uncommon ways over the past 4 years at Seneca. I am truly grateful for that, for you have made a difference in my life. As you leave the halls of Seneca for the last time as a student and move on to the next stage in your life, know that life will present you with challenges and chances that will test you each and every day. Meet those challenges with the perseverance and the hard work that goes along with it, and be guided by the principles of being uncommon. If you do, someday you will look back on the journey that you have taken from this day as a life that has led you to fulfillment, satisfaction, and the true happiness that I wish for all of you. Thank you, seniors. I wish you the best of luck, and you know you will always be a part of our Seneca family. Thank you. And now I'd like to call back up Mrs. Donahue. She is going to present a new award this year. It's a special award that we have for some of our seniors. So, Mrs. Donahue.
Thanks, Mr. Bauer. This year, we're going to kick off the Goldies with a special award called the Seneca Senior Ironman Award. We all know that competing in a sport in high school can be very demanding, and competing in multiple sports in high school is even more so. In fact, only a select few seniors have endured playing 3 sports during their senior year. Our Ironman Award will recognize those select few that have dedicated their time, effort, and skills to 3 sports during the senior year. We're going to get a group photo. And I believe that only 2 of these athletes have competed in 3 sports for all 4 of their years here at Seneca. And is that true, Miss Olivia Chalupka, right? And Mr. Jason Lasik. 2. Pretty impressive.
We have had a lot of championships this year. We had 4 teams win sectional championships. Boys soccer, girls field hockey, boys bowling, and boys golf.
We really appreciate all of the hard work and dedication our coaching staff and athletes have put in this year for Seneca High School. And that's what tonight is all about, celebrating our senior athletes and the accomplishments of our athletic programs.
We are now going to call up all of the seniors who played a fall sport. I'd like to introduce Hannah Singer and Sam McHugh to read the names, starting with the football team.
For football, we have Tyler Donovan, Devin Duff, Louis Ginto, Caden Hasty, Austin Hauer, Edward Keebler, Daniel Pfeffer, and James Pronchik.
For girls soccer, Gabrielle Roberts, Nina Rossi, Autumn Wells, Jamie Arugio, Emily Dayton, Rachel Dorn, Alyssa Fox, Kylie Hines, Lindsay Karmelovich, Lexi Reidenbaker, Cassie Spillis, and Madeline Winch.
Up next, girls cross country. We have Jordan Guerrera, Kayla Hant, Riley Ritter, Annie Rollins, and Anna Vossler.
Up next, volleyball. Emma Benninghaus, Brooke Isaacson, and Erica Umbahauer.
Up next, we have gymnastics, and that is Michaela Benderek.
Kylie Kuntz, Madison Willits, Jessica Cherubino, Talia Corney, Abigail Cosper, Delaney Alentrio, Jenna Flemings, Amanda Grelio, Caitlin Kazokis, Hannah Kent, Leah Sider, and Lindy Webb.
Up next, we have boys soccer. Rebecca Galley, Gabrielle Van Horn, Owens Bonilla Hernandez, Zach Bryda, Sean Casey, Jonathan DeFrank, Tommy Fox, Drew Gallagher, Carl Gibbs, Owen Lovett, John Miali, Jonah Mikulski, Stephen Oliva, Justin Patton, Eric Pierre, Scott Sproul, and Mitchell Tippin.
Next up, football cheerleading. Caitlin Bishop, Isabella Costello, Megan Skirkovich, Jordan Whittle, Bianca Dimincia, Kayla Eberly.
Next, we have boys cross country. Jason Lasik, Devin Welsh, and Jonah Worrell.
Next up, girls tennis. Katie Gallagher, Madison Hackney, Abrielle Martinez, Jessica Waters, Olivia Chaluka, Megan Duffy, and Hannah Russo.
All right, right now we're going to present a few awards. Please hold your applause until I've read all of the nominees. The winner will come up on stage to receive their award and get their picture taken with Goldie. Good luck to all of our nominees.
The nominees were selected by their respective coaches, and then all the assistant and head coaches at Seneca voted to determine the winners. Although there is only one winner, it is still an honor to be nominated.
The first award we are going to present is the Fred Rucker Spirit Award.
This award is for the athlete who showed an undeniable love for the game and displays a positive attitude at all times.
The male nominees are Johnny Miali for soccer, Drew Gallagher for winter track and boys lacrosse, Hunter Nixon, wrestling, Carl Gibbs, basketball, Mitch Tippin, bowling, Jonah Mikulski, baseball, Mark Tarasevich for tennis, and John Martinez for spring track.
And the winner for the Fred Rucker Spirit Award for our male award goes to Drew Gallagher. The female nominees for the Fred Rucker Award are Brooke Isaacson for volleyball, Alyssa Fox for soccer, Caitlin Bishop for football cheerleading, Jenna Flemings for field hockey, Hannah Russo for tennis, Michaela Bednarik for gymnastics, Madison Melvin for winter track, Abrielle Martinez for swimming, Anna Vossler for cross country, Katie Gallagher for bowling, Jess Rankel for basketball, Maddie Winch for lacrosse, and Riley Ritter for spring track.
And the winner is, we have two winners here. There was a tie, first time ever. The winners are Brooke Isaacson and Hannah Russo.
The next award is for the Superfan of the Year Award.
The recipients of this award have displayed an extraordinary amount of spirit at numerous sporting events throughout the year. The nominees are Jonah Mikulski for volleyball, wrestling, football, and track. Bruce Kirschbaum for football cheerleading. Carl Gibbs for boys soccer. Scott Johnson for girls tennis. Zach Brida for girls swimming. Devin Duff for boys basketball. Alex Hauer for basketball cheerleading. The Mini Bird's Nest, Justin Drayton, Jill Connolly, Hannah Butler, Sabrina Capolia, and Jess Waters for boys tennis.
And the Goldie goes to, for Seneca Superfan of the Year, Jonah Mikulski.
I think Jonah's also best dressed tonight, too, as well. Okay, the third award we are presenting is the Senior Scholar Athlete Award.
The nominees for this award not only performed well out on the athletic fields, but also in the classroom.
The male nominees are Owen Lovett for boys soccer, James Pronchik for football, Scott Johnson for baseball, and Colin Boisvert for tennis.
And the male senior scholar athlete is Owen Lovett. Congratulations. And the female nominees are Jamie Arajo for soccer, Lindy Webb for field hockey and lacrosse, Jess Waters for tennis, Kayla Hant for cross country, and Olivia Chalupka for swimming.
And the Female Scholar Athlete Award goes to Lindy Webb.
All right, congratulations to our winners. And now I'd like to introduce Hannah Singer and Stephanie Hensky to honor all of our winter senior athletes.
First up, girls swimming. Alyssa Andrews, Emma Benninghouse, Olivia Chaluka, Gabrielle Massaro, Abrielle Martinez, and Abby Miskevich. Next up is boys bowling. For boys bowling, we have Eddie Cashwell, Connor Heffernan, Cole Ludwikowski, Dylan Mateo, Jonathan Pearson, Timothy Sweet, Mitchell Tippin, and Justin Whittle. Next up, girls bowling, Jenna Flemings, Katie Gallagher, Taya Jillian, Madeline Graff, Kylie Gray, Amanda Grelio, and Casey Knapp. Next up is basketball cheerleading. Caitlin Bishop, Hope Dones, Essence Kinlaw, Jenna Montrose, Talissa Robbins, Kayla Russell, and Megan Skirkovich. Next up, boys swimming, George Schmidling. we're doing good. Yeah. Okay, good. Next up, we have girls winter track. Kayla Hant, Madison Melvin, and Anna Vosler. Next up, we have boys basketball. Tommy Fox, Carl Gibbs, James Hill, Jack Welling, and Kyle Vaca. Up next, we have boys winter track. Jason Lasik, Thomas Richards, Andrew Gallagher, Alexander Hauer, Austin Hauer, William Hess, Jonathan Martinez, Jonah Mikulski, and Jonah Worrell. Next up, wrestling. Madeline Winch, Tyler Akin England, Kayla Eberly, Kylie Kuntz, Hunter Nixon, Jackson Parisi, and Sean Vaca. And finally, girls basketball. Jenna Flemings, Leah Brotman, Jess Frankel, and Emily Stahl.
Congrats to all of our winter athletes. Okay, now we're going to present a few more awards. First up is the Community Service Athlete of the Year.
This award is presented to athletes who have done a great deal of charitable work in the community.
The nominees are Megan Skirkovich for football cheerleading, Allie Harvey, soccer, Zach Brida, soccer, Katie Gallagher, tennis, Drew Gallagher for soccer, winter, track, and lacrosse, Marissa Tuman for swimming, Jess Rankel for basketball, Ruse Kirschbaum for tennis, and Amanda McNally for spring track.
And the Goldie for Community Service Athlete of the Year goes to Amanda McNally.
All right, the next award tonight is the Fran Seidlecki Fearless Leader Award.
The nominees for this award were able to lead their peers and ensure good sportsmanship for their team.
The male nominees are Kenny Stout, cross country, Eric Pierre, soccer, Jacob Walters, bowling, Zach Wade, lacrosse, Jack Welling, baseball, Brett Thomas, tennis, and Scott Warner, golf.
And the Goldie goes to Zach Wade.
All right, the female nominees are Elizabeth Barnes, football cheerleading, Jamie Arajo, soccer, Jenna Flemings, field hockey, Megan Duffy, tennis, Delaney Nsinga, gymnastics, Alyssa Andrews, swimming, Anna Vossler, winter track, Annie Rollins, cross country, Maddie Graff, bowling, Maddie Dwyer, golf, and Grace Hoey, spring track.
And the award for the Fran Seidlecki Fearless Leader Award goes to Jenna Flemings.
All right, the next award we're going to present is the Rookie of the Year.
This award is given to any first-year varsity athlete who achieved a lot of success.
The male nominees for Rookie of the Year are Scott Spruill, boys soccer, Jackson McHugh, winter track, Brandon Flory, wrestling, James Hill, basketball, Dylan Mateo, bowling, Joey Steff, baseball, and Landon Wall, tennis.
And the Rookie of the Year is Landon Wall. The female nominees are Savannah Shover for volleyball, Megan Hatley for cheerleading, Abby Johnson for soccer, Sophia Abate for field hockey, Olivia Chalupka for tennis, Riley Langdon for gymnastics, Julia Greeley for winter track, Allie Evans for swimming, Emily Vossler for cross country, Delaney Insigna for bowling, Kayla Gutierrez for golf, and Lara Sweet for spring track. There, it's right there.
And the female Rookie of the Year goes to Kayla Gutierrez.
Congratulations again to all of our winners. And now I'd like to introduce back up to the stage Hannah Singer and Stephanie Hensky to honor all of our spring senior athletes.
First up, we have boys tennis. Colin Boisvert, Kyle Davis, Bruce Kirschbaum, Stephen Oliva, Mark Turasevich, and Brett Thomas. Next, we have boys track. Caden Hasty, Alexander Hauer, Austin Hauer, William Hess, Jonathan Klenk, Jason Lasik, Jonathan Martinez, Thomas Richards, Kyler Shaw, Timothy Sweet, Devin Welsh, and Jonah Worrell. Next up, can we have boys lacrosse? Devin Duff, Andrew Gallagher, Stephen Miller, Sean O'Keefe, Cole Shantz, and Zachary Wade. Up next, we have baseball. Zach Breida, Matt Christopher, Ryan Graham, Scott Johnson, Dylan Mateo, Jonah Mikulski, Justin Patton, Scott Sproul, and Jack Welling. Next up, we have softball. Jenna Flemings, Madison Melvin, and Madison Walker. Up next, we have boys golf. Sean Casey, Eddie Cashwell, and Scott Warner. Next up, we have girls golf. Caitlin Kazokis. Up next, we have girls lacrosse. Lindy Webb, Jordan Whittle, Olivia Chalupka, Rachel Dorn, Jordan Guerrera, Kyla Gwaltney, Annie Rollins, Leah Sider, Cassidy Spillis, and Madeline Winch. Lastly, we have girls track. Bethany Cosper, Kayla Hant, Kylie Hines, Jess Rankel, Riley Ritter, and Anna Vossler.
So the next award for the evening is the Career Achievement Award. This award is given to an athlete with multiple varsity letters who has had impressive accomplishments or accolades over the course of his or her career at Seneca.
The male nominees are Jonah Worrell for cross country and winter track, Drew Gallagher for soccer, Hunter Nixon for wrestling, Caden Hasty, football and spring track, Eddie Cashwell for bowling and golf, Ryan Graham for baseball, and Stephen Oliva for tennis.
And the Male Career Achievement Award goes to Caden Hasty. And the female nominees are Cassidy Spillis for soccer and lacrosse, Lindy Webb for field hockey, Madison Melvin for winter track and softball, Abby Misevich for swimming, Riley Ritter for cross country, and Jenna Flemings for bowling.
And the Female Career Achievement Award goes to Cassidy Spillis.
Now we are going to present the male and female teams of the year.
These teams have displayed excellence on and off the field. Anyone on the winning team is invited to come up and accept the award. The male nominees are soccer, wrestling, basketball, bowling, tennis, and golf.
And the winner is boys soccer. And the female nominees are field hockey and golf. And the winner is field hockey. Let's hear one more round of applause for all of our athletes tonight.